Okay, welcome back to Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons for episode 13. I'm your Dungeon Master, David Ashbaugh, as always joined by our three fearless adventurers, Darren, David, and Alex. How are you gentlemen doing today?
Terrific.
I am caffeinated.
Me too. I've had 2 cups of coffee, so I got lots of energy.
Yeah.
Started my second now. Time change kind of
By the
fucked
way.
me up a little bit, but I'm here.
Oh, yeah, you guys went through the time change. We did that last week here in Sweden, so...
It is so interesting.
I know. Real interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, recap of episode 12, of course. It was after you guys had discovered some chests, and then you went back to the cave where Amelia had told you Fred was back, and Fred mentioned he had been held captive at a pirate fortress. There was some sort of festival going on, and had mentioned that you guys need some fuel for the airplane, which he suggested you try and steal some casks of a very potent liquor that they had at the pirate fortress. So you made your way to the pirate fortress. David got into a bit of an altercation with the pirate and then had himself a bit of a duel, kind of a boxing/wrestling match, and finished him off, I believe, with a people's elbow, if I'm not mistaken, David.
Yeah, finish him off with the people's elbow. It was that or my mouth, one of the two.
I knew it. Well, new record. What are we here?
1 minute and 47 seconds.
Yeah.
Gave him the old
Great
elbow
show.
job. Oh, my God.
The old people's deep throat.
And then you guys
can find that
went
one on our
back-
Patreon.
Yeah, T-shirt coming, boys. Don't worry. We're going to mock it up today.
And then you guys made your way back outside to kind of rejoin the festivities after David's victory, which I believe David also claimed a ring of feather falling from that victory. And then, Darren, you got yourself a little kitty cat.
I got a familiar. Yeah, boy.
All right.
Kitty.
And then you got taken into one of the pirate lord's tents, who told you he was basically part of an ancient order that is responsible for protecting the lost stones. All right. Seeing as how none of you have an inspiration die to the person who can tell me what the name of the order was.
Oh, I have it written down somewhere.
I don't have my Google Doc note up, so I can't cheat.
His name was Chester because it was a chest.
No, that's the chest you found in episode 11, minus inspiration for Alex.
Oh, no.
I need to gain inspiration to lose it now.
Well, first of all, his name was Captain
The
Crouton.
Order of the...
That I remember.
And
Oh, wait,
the
hang on.
ancient-
The Mithrantians.
Giant pirates.
Very good inspiration die for Darren. And this is why you take notes.
Yeah, proof in the pudding, boys.
I was flipping through my pages. Couldn't find it in time.
You guys basically convinced him to give you a couple casks of that liquor, which I believe, David, you put in your folding boat, which you had received the episode previous to that. You took it back. Fred had basically been tinkering with the engine. He put the fuel in, and he looked at you and he said, "Would you like a lift, boys?" And that is where we ended. And we're going to start this episode off just a little bit different. So before we get to some dude dialogue, we're going to do a bit of an intro to this episode. So you guys climb into the airplane, sputters to life. You take off into the sky. Fred looks back at you and he says, "Where to, boys?"
Where's Darren's place that we're going?
The, what's that song with the piano? The da-da-da-da-da-da, and I need you. Da-da-da-da. That starts to slowly swell up and under as the plane starts going and the camera pans back to me, and I just, with a smile on my face, go, home.
Well, Darren, I'm glad you said that, because as you said that and as Fred is trying to get some directions out of you, you guys, all three of your cell phones ping, and there's a little push tab that pops up just above the map that says "Return to Rock White."
Hey, so technically,
And I need you.
we buy the how much do you think the rights to Vanessa Carlton would cost for this
Too
episode?
much. Too much.
Damn it.
And so, well, Darren, I'm going to say Fred looks at you and takes your cell phone out, gets a look at the map, sets his course for Rock White, and it takes you guys a couple of hours to fly there, so you can take a short rest at the moment. I don't know if you need it, but if you want to, you can click that short rest notification on your character sheet.
Hell yeah.
But as you guys start to approach Rock White, and you can kind of recognize the shoreline from the air, It looks a little bit different than the last time you saw it.
Oh.
It is covered in ice and snow.
Ooh.
The ocean around Rockwhite is fully frozen. You can see down below, most of the buildings look like they are frosted over, covered in chunks of ice and snow, and you can't really see anybody milling about in the town. But Fred says to you, he's like, well, boys, I see a little area over there. I think I can put old Bessie down, but please, hold on, this could be a bumpy landing. And everybody make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, shit. All right. Getting into it. 8. 14.
And a 13 for Alex. And so, Darren, you're the only one to fail this dexterity saving throw, so you're going to take 2 points of damage as the plane touches down. It's a little bit bumpy, so maybe you got bumped up, smack the top of your head against the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And the airplane has landed. Fred looks at you boys and he says, well, boys, I think me and Amelia will stay with the plane to make sure everything's okay, but I suggest you go investigate the town and then report back what's going on.
After we get out of the plane, I want to immediately do, I don't know if perception or investigation would be more handy here, but just to...
Everybody, you know what? Everybody make me a perception check. You get out of the plane onto the cold, icy ground. Everything is very, very cold.
Critical fail. 5.
Yeah, that's a crit fail for me, too.
Oh, God.
And so Alex is the only one that seems to hear there's something faint on the air. Is music? Is that Christmas carols? And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons Christmas special.
Okay, this is, for any listeners, this sly son of a bitch, David Ashbaugh, was presenting it as if he wasn't doing this. He was like, I was just so busy. I really wanted to do a Christmas episode, but I just don't think I'm going to have the time. Next year I'll be able to do it. You bait and switch that.
Well, I was trying to come up with an idea of how to do it, whether it was like, I toyed with the idea of like having you guys like fall asleep on the airplane and having some sort of like shared dream or something, but I think I came up with a pretty
Shared dream would have been a pretty good
into
one,
the main
but this is good,
storyline.
yeah.
So
I was not expecting it. Even the frozen wasteland didn't tip me off. Well done.
And so now that intro is done, we will get to some dude dialogue because I have a Christmas theme question for you, and I didn't want to give that away, obviously.
And for people who don't enjoy fun, holiday-themed questions.
And you guys can take a couple minutes to think about this one because it might take you a minute, but give me your best Christmas-themed joke.
Best Christmas-themed joke.
Would you like me to start just to give you guys some time to think
absolutely.
about it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so 3 men die on Christmas Day, and they arrive at St. Peter's pearly gates. And St. Peter says to them, in honor of this, our most sacred holiday, please present something on yourself that represents the spirit of Christmas. And so the first guy walks up, gives it some thought. Man, he's a smoker, so he pulls a lighter out of his pocket, lights it, waves it around. He's like, look, it's a Christmas candle. St. Peter's like, good enough, okay, you may enter the kingdom of heaven. Second guy walks up, takes his keys out, jingles them, and he's like, look, these are Christmas bells. And St. Peter's like, yeah, all right, good enough. You may enter the kingdom of heaven. And the third guy walks up, and, well, he's having a real hard time trying to figure out what he's going to present. And then it dawns on him, and he pulls a pair of panties out of his pocket. And St. Peter is like, how do those represent the spirit of Christmas? And the guy looks at him, and he says, well, these are carols.
Oh, that's good.
Good. I was hoping they'd be dirty and inappropriate, boys.
All right, well, then let's go with Darren. Give me a joke. Christmas-themed joke.
Okay, what do priests and Christmas trees have in common?
Oh, no.
I don't know if I want to know.
Their balls are just ornamental. That's all I got. It's
All right,
surprising how little
Alex.
Christmas jokes there are.
Okay, how about we'll go with the classic there. Why does Santa not have any kids?
Why?
Because he only comes once a year.
Oh, yeah, Mrs. Claus.
You bastard.
Is that the one you had queued up?
That's the one I had loaded, yep. All right.
Well, you got any more, Alex or David?
I've got a fallback. If you have a snowball in your left hand and one in your right hand, what do you have? Frosty's full attention.
All right. The Christmas episode off to a banging start, boys.
Absolutely. I don't have the power, but one inspiration to David, because that was...
Yeah, actually, yeah. And you know what, David? Inspiration die. That was very good.
I wasn't even sure what... I was going to say two cold balls.
Okay, so like I had mentioned, Alex has kind of heard the faint sound of Christmas carols coming from somewhere in the town, and I'm going to say you guys have... Well, Fred put the plane down on the beach, just very close to the docks. And on the docks, you can see, well, not any of the townsfolk milling about, but you do see some movement on the docks, and you're going to basically have to go that way to get into town.
Oh my, I think I hear the faintest sound of caroling bells. There may be some kind of situation going on in town.
Like Earth-based holiday music?
I do believe that it sounds like music. I can't quite place what kind, but it seems very jolly.
Interesting. Investigate we shall.
I'm going to do a little metal rendition of Carol of the Bells on my guitar as we're walking.
The log turns red.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had going in my head.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
So did you guys want to make your way towards the docks?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, fair.
Everybody make me a perception check as you approach the docks. You're kind of walking on some frozen water right now, just making your way there. So everybody make me a perception check.
That's better. 21.
I also got a 21.
I got a 19.
And Alex rolled a 19. All right, so you guys are all rolling real well. As you approach the dock and make your way onto the dock, at basically the entrance to the dock, let's say you guys are on the end, you know, where the boats would be moored. You don't see any boats at the moment, but at basically the entrance to the dock, you see a single fiddle magically playing music on the dock, magically playing and contributing to these Christmas carols that are playing throughout the city.
I go up and join it.
Okay, cool. Roll me a performance check.
24. Yeah.
Okay, so David harmonizes with this fiddle in a, what is it, David? A heavy metal rendition of whatever this is playing?
Yeah, you got it.
Just rip it.
Everybody make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God, is the Christmas music going to hurt us? A critical fail again? What?
22.
7.
Oh my God.
This. Okay, hold on. I need to roll some dice here.
I don't like hearing that.
So,
Would you like an apple pie with that?
so Darren, Darren and Alex, seeing as how you failed that roll, you both take 6 points of cold damage as
oh my God.
A shard of ice gets shot at your feet and it explodes around you. You get peppered with hard ice shrapnel. Ooh. David, seeing as how you succeeded on that throw, you only take 3 points of damage. Yeah. And as you take this damage and you kind of regain your senses, you see 3 little demon-like ice creatures flying down and approaching you. Everybody roll me initiative.
Motherfucker from Christmas Murder, boys.
14.
25.
Perfect. So one of the ice creatures is going to go first. And so you guys, let's say, are basically like standing in a line on the dock. Or actually, since David went up to the fiddle, which was at the entrance of the dock, let's say you guys are basically just standing next to the fiddle on solid ground. And these ice methods are, let's say, about 20 feet in front of you. And so, you know what, just to determine, make it fair, who I'm going to attack first here. Let's say David, I'm going to roll a d6. David is a 1-2, Darren is a 3-4, Alex is a 5-6. And I roll a 5. So, Alex.
I get it first.
Lucky you.
Good. Tank can eat it.
he is going to... What is he going to do? He's going to fly up to you, Alex. He's a small flying little ice demon, basically, and he's going to basically extend some huge ice claws and take a slash at you, and he rolls a 9 to hit, so I'm guessing that misses.
Yep. Oh, yeah, he ain't doing shit.
Yeah, they only have one action per attack, and they don't really have much to do bonus action-wise, so that ice method flies up to Alex, takes a swing, misses, and now, David, it is your turn.
All right. I ready my loot of lightning strike, and I play a little bit of
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
and I fuck it.
Which one would you like to target? We'll say, there's one right next to Alex, and then there's 2 more in front of
I'm
you.
gonna go for the 2 in front of me.
I think you can only hit one, though.
Well, yeah, I'll go.
Well, just roll
I'll
me.
go for one of them, but if I get that sweet critical success, then it chains off of them.
Yeah, exactly. So, roll me a performance, please.
This is a 25.
Ooh, hot damn! Was that?
Not a natural.
Oh
20.
no, it wasn't a nat.
No.
Okay, so then roll me some damage with your loot of lightning
There we
strike.
go. What do we got here? 13 damage. Yeah.
Ouch! Ooh, he did not like that, David.
Good.
And is there any other bonus actions you can do? Any movement you want to take?
Who's going after me? I guess I don't know, huh?
At the moment, the only one that has made a move is the one that went after Alex.
I will just keep where I'm at, I think.
Perfect. And then, so David, the method you just attacked is next, and he didn't like that. So, and seeing as how all 3 of you are in a line, he is going to use his frost breath, exhaling a 15-foot cone of cold air. Each creature in that area must succeed on DC 10 dexterity saving throw, or take 2d4 cold damage on a failed save. So everybody make me a DC or a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, I got
20.
7.
Not natural.
For fuck's sake, the deck saves are killing me.
And so, Darren, you take 5 points of damage from the cone of cold that he just exhaled.
Hurt,
And
boys.
then, seeing as how he sees that he hit you, Darren, he's going to use his movement to basically fly up and be right next to you. And now it is Darren's turn.
That's the one that David damaged originally?
Correct.
Okay, I look over at like a non-existent camera, and I go,
Who left the fridge open?
and I cast...
Ice to freeze you.
Yeah, I was thinking of fire-based puns the entire time David was going. You need to cool off. And I shoot my firebolt at him.
Wow, okay, perfect. Do you have to roll an attack for that?
Yes, I do. It's a cantrip. Boom.
Is it a ranged spell?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Then you have to roll it at disadvantage because he's within melee range.
Darren, I got one
Son
for
of
you. Somebody's chestnuts are roasting.
So the...
Time to roast these chestnuts over an open fire.
19 to hit with disadvantage.
Nice, yeah, you rolled a 19 and a 21. Perfect. Well, that hits, so roll me some damage.
10. Come on. 10 damage. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so how does this fireball destroy this ice method? Because I will say you killed him.
So I point my finger as if it's like a gun, and you just kind of see the tip of my finger start to like spark bright white, and all of a sudden just like a very fine tip of fire shoots out as like a pulse backdraft fire kind of like blows backwards around me, and I just shoot like this very fine tipped line of fire, and it just goes right through its eyes and just like leaves one of those perfectly cauterized holes in its forehead.
Like a special beam cannon from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, buddy.
Well, then I will say, Darren, you have to make me a dexterity saving throw. When the method dies, it explodes to bursts of jagged ice. Each creature within 5 feet of it must make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
Fucking dex saving throws. Watch me fail it. Watch, here comes a fail, boy.
There it is.
No, never mind. Okay, that's an 18.
Okay, perfect. So it explodes in a burst of ice shards shooting out in all directions, but Darren, I don't know, maybe you get your cloak up or something and shield yourself from this.
Well,
but
I have my shield of sunfire or whatever it is, so I'll just like hold that up to fucking like, ping, 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 ping.
hit all those
Perfect.
little daggers.
And now it is the third ice method's turn, and David, seeing as how it saw you...
I want to move.
Oh,
though.
yeah, sorry, if you got a... Yeah.
Yeah, I want to move out of being in a line. I want to put maybe... I'm going to move about 10 feet to the left of the party.
Okay.
And is there anything
Perfect.
around that I can, like, maybe take half cover beside or anything?
Not within 10 feet, no.
Okay.
And any other bonus actions or anything you wanted to do?
Nar.
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 Are you Australian?
Yar.
And so now it is the third ice method's turn, and Alex, David, it saw you take that loot of lightning strike shot at its buddy, and it did not appreciate that, so it is going to take its action to move right up next to you, and it's going to take a swipe at you with its huge ice claws, and it rolls it rolls a 7.
And that doesn't do it.
God damn it!
Good. Die, you stupid little imps.
And yeah, so he runs up. So how do you dodge out of the way of these claws, David?
I'm going to hold up the backside of my loot and use that as like a shield.
Oh, nice. All right, well, now your loot has some sweet-ass scratch marks in it.
I'm picturing like the Monster energy drink slash.
Sweet. That would be sweet.
Dope. Yeah, I like that. And you know what? Since it's an ice method, let's say it's like permanently now has just like a faint glowing blue in the scratch marks on the back of your loot.
Sick.
And so now, Alex, it is your turn.
Okay, so we have... Oh, what was that? Yeah. 2 more ice loots, right? Or 2 more ice mites or whatever.
Methods, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so there's one directly in front of you and one directly in front of David.
Oh, okay. Directly in front of me, so he's within melee distance?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to... I'm going to hit him with my short sword.
Perfect. Roll me an attack roll.
Let's get the attack with the short sword. I think I just rolled a 12.
Yes, you did. And lucky for you, that is enough. You beat his AC, so roll me some damage with that short sword.
Okay, come on, Bobby. Come on. I got a 5.
All right, 5 damage. So how do you hit this guy with your sword?
Let's see the ice mite. I'm going to split him right down the middle. Come right over top of his head and just try to cut this guy in half like a slice of cheese.
Nice. Okay, so you take a swing at him and you slice him right across the chest. And Alex, I will remind you, you have 2-weapon fighting, so you can take a bonus action to take another swing at him with your other short sword.
Yeah, I'm going to take a swing at the guy in front of me again. I just went down, but I'm going to try and swing again. I'm going to call my shot here. I'm going to aim for the head.
All right, roll me an attack roll at disadvantage.
All right, so there's one at 12 and another at, 25. So my disadvantage is 12.
Well, I will say 12 hits because, you rolled 12 last time and that hit. So then roll me, because it's a called shot, roll me some damage twice, please.
Okay. So we just rolled a 9 and a 6.
Okay, so I will say that this method is still standing, but he looks in really bad shape. So, Alex, is there anything else you wanted to do?
Let's see. Do I have second wind, rally, command to strike, extra attack? Not yet. I am going to end my turn on that. I'm looking pretty good right now, and this guy's going down.
Perfect. All right. Well, since we are back to the top of initiative, the fiddle next to you guys starts playing louder, and you almost see the method that Alex just took a couple swings at. Looks like he's looking a little bit better now that fiddle's playing louder.
The fiddle's a healer.
And now it is his turn. And Alex, he's directly in front of you, and he missed his first attack, so he's pretty pissed off. He's going to take another swipe at you with his claws, and he rolls a fuck you. He rolls a 10.
Where's fuck you on the dice exactly? I'm curious.
I need some new die. Yeah.
And so, Alex, how do you dodge out of the way once again of this method's slashing claws?
First off, I kind of give them, I put both my hands in front of me. I'm like, come on, bro, bring it on. So then he kind of gets goaded by my bait and jumps up and tries to swipe me with the claw, and I just hit the deck. I go right down at like full burpee pose, to duck underneath the claw swing, and then I jump back up and I kind of give him a like I'm mocking him for missing.
Excellent. Okay, and well, he doesn't have much else he can do, and he's getting pretty pissed off because he's tried to hit Alex twice now, and Alex is just dancing around his attacks. So let's go to David. David, it is your turn.
Okay, so I got one of those baddies beside me plus the fiddle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do a thunderclap cantrip, but I'm going to kind of do it as like it's going to come from my loot as I do like a drop G like chord or something.
Okay, cool.
And each creature within range of me must succeed a Constitution saving throw, which is 13.
All right, well, they got a +0 to Constitution, so that method fails it. He rolls an 8, and then I will roll for the fiddle. And what did they have to succeed on?
13.
Okay, so the fiddle does succeed on the Constitution saving throw, but roll me some damage for the method.
Okay, that'll be...
And I'll say it will hit both methods as well, because it's a 15-foot cube, right?
No, it's just 5 feet.
Oh, it's just 5 feet. Okay,
Yeah.
so then it'll just be the one in front of you,
So
and it does 2 damage.
Yeah, not the greatest.
Is there anything else you can do?
I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration on Darren. There you go, buddy.
Aw, thanks, bud. Is that the
Perfect.
extra D6 for damage or attack roll?
Yes. Or saving throw.
Wonderbar.
And yeah, you can do it after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
Okay. And now, Darren, it is your turn.
So I don't have any of those guys around me, but that stupid effing fiddle. I think I am going to cast. Where is it on here? Spells. Where'd you go? Cloud of Daggers on the fiddle. I am going to cast.
Okay, cool. Can you read us what Cloud of Daggers says? Because I don't think
sure
you used
can.
that yet.
I fill the air with spinning daggers in a 5-foot cube on each side, centered on a point I choose, which is going to be the fiddle. Creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the area for the first time or starts turn there. When you cast a spell using a higher, I can add another d4. So essentially, it's just going to take a d4 damage from when I cast it, and then the start of its turn, it's going to take another d4 damage unless it moves. And every time it goes to it, it'll just take it.
All right, well then roll me some damage, please.
I shall. 13. And I'm going to...
Jesus.
Yeah, boy. And does that fuck it up?
And yeah, as you cast this tornado of daggers around the fiddle, it dies from a million paper cuts, basically. Slice,
Yeah.
slice, bursts into a million splinters, and as it does, the 2 methods that were still alive, poof, out of existence.
Oh, sick. All right.
I suppose you weren't the biggest fan of Christmas carols.
I don't celebrate. And then I just snap my fingers, and the daggers just kind of disappear.
Perfect. Now what?
Is there any broken fiddle that we could investigate or anything from over there? Like an arcane
it's
check on it or
basically just-
something?
Yeah, make me an Arcana check, please.
Oh, yeah, 25.
Ooh.
Well, with your 25 Arcana check, not only did you notice the methods disappeared when this music stopped playing, but you almost noticed as if the temperature got warmer as well.
Can we still hear faint music playing?
Yes, you can. Throughout the town.
I kind of, as I'm investigating it, look up and be like,
It appears that possibly this magic may be tied to the fiddles, my friends. Nobody plays Christmas music but me. Let's go fuck them up.
So would you like to make your way into town?
before we do, I'm going to drink a fucking health potion because I'm getting my ass kicked by dexterity saving throw.
There's a little mechanic that I kind of like to use in one of my personal campaigns, just in real life, is if you use a health potion in combat, you roll for it. If you use a health potion out of combat, you get the full health potion.
Oh, okay. So I get 2d4 plus 2, so I'd get, what is that,
10
hit
points.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Feeling good. Feeling fresh. I'll delete that potion out.
Darren and his failed dexterity saving throws got pretty beaten up there.
26 health to 13 just from tripping and getting hit by shit.
Yeah, he had an Alex day where all of his damage was taken out of combat.
Yeah, I know your pain now.
I think I'm going to hit up that little armory to get my armor because I want to see if that's in. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as you enter the town, the snow softly falling around you, the snow crunching under your feet, you can hear some music getting louder, and outside the armory, blocking the door of the armory, in fact, is a small little drum with 2 drumsticks playing a nice little...
I'm going to shoot it with my musket.
Yeah, I'm gonna launch a fireball at it.
Well, Alex, roll me an attack with your musket.
What the fuck? What? I didn't know rolls could get that high.
How is that so high?
Alex rolled a 27. All right.
You hit the drum, buddy.
I'm banging that drum.
So roll me some damage.
Wow. Yeah.
And
27.
I'm
Damn,
not
boy.
a fan of this
18
drum.
damage.
18.
Holy shit.
So Alex
And a musket is
loads
that?
up and takes a shot with his musket that he got in episode 11. This is his first time using it. And you absolutely obliterate the drum. And once again, as you do, all 3 of you can kind of feel the temperature in the town rise a little bit, but you still hear music playing throughout the town. And Alex, I will say, seeing as how this is your first time using that musket, roll me a dexterity check to see if it hits you in the face.
I don't
with
even
the kick
care
from
if
the
it
shot.
does hit me. Like, let's just say that it does because that was awesome.
That was a fucking
Just John Wick
blast.
kicked the door open and blasted the drums.
Okay, so dexterity check.
And then a 22.
And then he rolled the 22 on his dex check.
You should have never given me a gun.
Man is freaking Chris Kyle over here.
Yeah. Okay, so Alex, you managed to hold on to the musket, and you guys make your way into the armory, and it is very quiet inside. But as you open the door, of course, the little bell rings, and from behind the front counter, you just see the Aarakocran armorer kind of peek his eyes over the shelf and sees you. And he stands up. He's like, "Oh, my boys, you've returned. Are you here to
I'm
help?"
going to put my gun away and I'm going to go, yes.
Well, I'm not quite sure what has happened, but these instruments have started playing music, and all of a sudden the town was covered in a blizzard. Ice is everywhere, and, well, nobody can go outside without encountering those terrible flying little devils.
Well, lucky for you, we're here now.
Yes, we're here to put an end to the Christmas carols.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, we are here to end Christmas once and for all.
Unless it's my music.
And Alex, he looks at you and he says, "Oh, my boy, your armor is ready, but unfortunately it is frozen solid."
No.
I think I can help that. Can I use my heat metal on it?
Ooh, interesting.
And just warm it up. Thaw it out.
Sure, he pulls out the armor and clunk throws it on the shelf or the main counter, and you can roll me what it says for heat metal.
Choose a manufactured metal object such as a metal weapon or a suit of heavy or medium metal armor that you can see within range. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with it takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can take a bonus action on each of your later turns to deal this damage again if the object is within range.
Okay, so you do that, and you do see the armor start to sizzle a bit, but then all of a sudden, it just freezes back up.
Good try, though. Thought that would work.
Appears there's some kind of enchantment keeping this armor frozen.
Enchantment.
Well, I say we just slip it into our bag of holding, and maybe we can use this to monitor just how well we're doing in the quest.
Yes.
I whip out the bag of holding.
Perfect, and you guys want to put the armor in there?
Put the armor in the bag of holding.
Yep.
And I'm going to look at the shopkeeper and go, "Thank
Perfect.
you very much, good sir. I knew that this would come in handy, and I look forward to actually wearing it once it defreezes."
defrosts. There it is. There it is.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What's the word I'm looking for here?
And he says, well, good luck, my boys. I hope you're able to find out what's going on and free this town from this terrible cold.
Do you know of any direction we might be heading, or perhaps a central hub of this magic that has taken over the town?
Well, it seems whatever is happening, it is coming from the large manor on the hill.
This sounds like a manor that we may need to deal with. I did that. That's the wrong word. Never mind, sir. Ha-ha! And I just walk out the door.
And as you walk out the door from behind you, he says, at least you tried.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, I'm still thinking of fire puns. Threw me for a loop here. I'll get you back when we
I'm
come
going back
around.
inside, and I'm going to go, sir, do you happen... Where is that magic box that helped us before our pirate expedition?
Magic box?
Yeah, we
the
went
one that,
in there.
appears like health
Where we got the
potions and
limes?
put money in it?
Yes.
That was next door at the apothecary.
Okay, yeah. Can we go to the apothecary?
Sure. And so you go next door to the apothecary, and you see this magic box frozen solid to the counter.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew
Everything's going to be frozen, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, everything we want is going to be frozen.
Is it made out of metal?
No.
Would a firebolt thaw it out?
And so I will say this, you guys basically are along the main Marine Drive strip, and the manor that he described is basically at the eastern end of Marine Drive, up on a little elevated hill with a wrought iron fence surrounding it.
With a wrought iron fence.
As we're walking away, I go, I've got it! And I turn around and I open the door and I say, we'll teach these beasts some good manners! And then I shut the door. I walk away.
You found it! Good job!
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
I give you a little slow clap.
I'm sorry, that would have thrown me off on all of our battles, but I put some of my thoughts towards getting that pun right.
And as you exit the apothecary, everybody make me a perception check.
Perception check.
Perception.
Ooh, I'm getting some good
17.
rolls today. I got
13.
a 16.
You all rolled fairly well. So you do see, basically right in the middle of the road, about 30 feet up, there is a acoustic-looking guitar floating in the air, playing a little tune.
I take out my gun.
Yep. Fucking Second Amendment Alex here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you guys still in front of the apothecary, or are you walking into the road? Let's get some a marching order going here.
I think we should play it smart if it's kind of how I'm picturing it, with a cobblestone, and then there's little buildings with little kind of jut-outs and alleys. I'd like to, if we're going to be shooting at things like that, we should, take cover, next to a building in case those little imps pop out again.
Okay, cool. So you kind of want to make your way through, basically, on the patios of the shops.
Yeah, back against the wall and ducking into alleys and just, trying to be kind of
I'm going to shoot a sweet rope up onto the roof and get myself up there and kind of follow along everybody, but from
no
the
time for
rooftops.
masturbating, David.
If that's
okay,
the
so-
case, I guess I'm back.
All right, well, let's resolve Alex's taking a shot before we get to you, David. So, Alex, roll me an attack roll with your gun.
Yeah, bro, all these guys are just hiding around. I'm going to walk right through and shoot in the goddamn face.
Takes you 8 minutes to reload it.
50 caliber.
Second Amendment, Alex, here we go. I'm going to
We're
roll...
the Second
God damn.
Amendment.
Oh, my God. So I got a 22.
22. All right, roll me some damage.
This motherfucker is going down. 16. Hell yes.
Alex. And so, Alex.
You never should have
take
given me
the
a
shot,
gun.
And once again. Sniping! Kapow! This guitar bursts into shards of wood and string, collapses to the ground, and once again, you guys feel the temperature of the town rise a little bit, but then all of a sudden, all three of you feel a real significant drop in temperature.
Ooh.
And on this patio you find yourselves now surrounded by walls of ice on all sides.
My guitar gently weeps from seeing all the other instruments
Oh,
get
my
bucked
God.
up.
Well done. I get it. I get
beautiful.
it. That was
Beautiful.
really good.
I understood that reference.
Yeah.
And so let's say you guys have a cobblestone wall at your back, and on all three other sides is basically just a wall of ice, including above you on the roof. Everybody make me a perception check.
All right. What am I shooting at?
20.
11.
18.
Yeah.
So anyway, I started blasting.
You all three notice that on the eastern side, the eastern wall of this container of thick ice seems to be a door. However, the door seems to be behind a sheet of ice, and on that sheet of ice is a Christmas wreath with 4 candles hanging on it, and you see a little engraving etched on the ice next to this wreath, and it says, 4 flames to light, in colors bright, to banish the cold and grant you flight. First, light what lives through winter's touch, then light the joy that brings happiness much. The third is pure winter's snow, and last the heart's own embered glow.
I hate riddles.
You see a green, gold, white, and red candle.
I'm just waiting for a sex offender to like poke his head out.
Yeah, but yeah, boys.
Here, I'll link the riddle.
Take out my gun.
Yeah. I just like the riddle in the chat, the Discord.
And I pulled out my gun.
Swear I'm gonna cap this bitch.
Tom Cruise in the closet.
Now I'm in the closet.
Can I do a perception check for any kind of glowing colors that match the ones that the riddle or the candles are kind of pointing us towards? I'm sorry.
Well, you don't see any glowing, but like I said, the candles are green, gold, white, and red. And once again, 4 flames to light in colors bright, to banish the cold and grant you flight. First, light what lives through winter's touch, then light the joy that brings happiness much. The third is pure as winter's snow, and last, the heart's own embered glow.
Sir Alex, our go-to poet and riddler, what would you say lives through winter's touch?
Well, I'm still working my way backwards on this one. I believe that the third, pure as winter's snow, is likely the white candle, and the last, heart's own embered glow, could be the red one. The first 2 are still tripping me up, though.
Yes, I'm being tripped up by all 4. So.
What do we have left? How many candles are we dealing with?
Green, gold, white, and red.
Green, gold, white, and red. Green and gold.
Gold makes me happy.
What lives through winter's touch? Could the green possibly represent some kind of green foliage?
Yes,
which
possibly
endears through the winter.
Yes, trees, they appear to be dead, but they don't fully die. Perhaps some type of foliage. Can I look around and see if maybe there's a leaf or some grass or something poking?
Some mistletoe.
Indeed.
Sure, make me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, yeah, 24.
You do not see any type of green foliage except for, well, the wreath that the candles are hanging on.
I'm going to pluck a piece of the green wreath off and then push it against the green, or the first candle.
Nothing happens.
Well, I'm plumb out of ideas, gentlemen. I did climb back down.
I'm going to take the green candle and put it in the top wreath spot.
Okay, nothing happens.
I'm going to shoot a firebolt at it.
At what?
At just the candles.
Okay. Roll me an attack roll, I guess.
All right, fire would light this. Let's take a look here. 21 to hit the wreath.
Okay, so you take your fireball, you launch it at the wreath, but it just kind of evaporates into nothing. The wreath and the candle's unharmed.
That did not appear to work. What
I'm going to
lives?
take out my gun.
You should load a lime into the musket.
I'm going to... Yeah. I only have one lime left. Yeah.
Limes are green.
Hey.
Oh, God.
Just so we can get more from the magical box once we thaw out the city.
I'm going to take out my gun. I'm going to point it at the wreath and go, I'm going to say, don't keep your mysteries to yourself, Christmas wreath.
Okay, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay, yeah. Light what lives through winter.
Can I do an insight check to see if I can be smarter in the game than I am in real life?
Sure. Make me an insight check.
12.
Well, with a 12, Darren, your eyes are pulled to the very first 4 words of the riddle.
4 flames to light. I thought there were already a light.
Who had the lighter?
I have a lighter. I do believe I possibly have a lighter as well. I have a flint and tinder.
Friends, I believe this is time for us to get our lighters.
Oh, I do have a lighter. Yes, I pulled my Bic out of my pocket.
And do what with it?
Attempt to light any of the candles.
Which one would you like to light first?
Oh, let's just say, the first one. Fuck it.
Which one?
Sorry.
Red?
The fucking light lives through winter's touch. Let's go white.
Okay, so you try to light the white one, but the wick doesn't take.
Okay. What if I put a little snow on it?
Nothing happens.
Okay. I just slap my hands down against my thighs, and I'm just like, honestly, boys, I don't think I should be leading this charge.
I take out my gun, I point it to Radius, and I go, think harder.
Can we just
I may
go
have high
around
intelligence, but I do not at the same time.
Wait, do you still have your asthma inhaler?
Oh, yes, perhaps I should take some asthma and think about it deeper.
Yes.
David and Alex both make me an insight check.
Okay.
Riddles
That's
are the
an
hardest
eight.
boss in this game.
Yeah. I just got a 15.
So David, with your 15, you kind of hum and haw, and you start to realize that maybe there's a certain order these candles need to be lit in.
I've got an idea, guys. Don't we have that pervert as a contact on our phones? Can we call him and get him to solve the riddle? He loves riddles.
Your phones don't work like phones.
All right, he doesn't have a phone.
It's a good idea, though. I would have liked to have seen Mr. Ashbaugh riddle his way through with the pervert.
You know, this is the 3rd iteration of this riddle because I asked ChatGPT to dumb it down.
Yeah,
You
maybe
should have done it a couple
about
more
9
times.
more dumbers would have been probably a lot better.
In the flames, light 4, start with gold. That's your riddle.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I think we're gonna keep lighting candles. So we lit the white one and nothing happened.
Yeah, it didn't even take. The flame wouldn't illuminate.
How about lighting the green one?
So Alex, you take out your lighter, you light the green one, and it sparks to life, and you can feel it. The temperature's starting to warm, and the ice behind the sheath or wreath that is protecting the door starts to melt a little bit.
Yes, I think we're on to something,
Now we're-
boys.
You could say we're cooking with fire now, boys?
Ha ha.
No? Just cricket. Nothing?
I take out my gun.
Okay, so then the second one, joy brings habit. I would assume that maybe gold brings joy. Should we light the gold candle second?
Gold brings me great joy. I think that would be a
Brings me
good
quite
bet.
a bit.
So you light the gold candle, it sparks to life, and once again, the ice starts to melt a little bit more.
I think I'm figuring this out now.
Uh-huh.
After 25 minutes,
Yeah.
now third is pure as winter snow. I assume that means the white one must be lit.
So you light the white one, and once again, it bursts to life.
All right, guys.
And
It's time
it
for me to
starts
contribute.
melt.
I light the final candle.
What color is it, David?
Red.
Okay. So you light the red one. The ice around the door, this magical door behind the sheet of ice, melts away. The wreath and the candles drop to the ground, and the door in front of you is now no longer covered in ice.
Guys,
But
that took way too long.
there is an inscription upon the door.
If it's another fucking riddle.
I take out my gun and I
Put it in my mouth.
and I point it at the inscription.
And the inscription says, I ring out in joy, my tune clear and bright, heard in the air on a cold winter's night. Of silver and sleighs I speak as I cheer, hum my tune, and the door will open near.
It's a reference to Jingle Bells.
Yeah, it's
I
gotta
start
be.
playing Jingle Bells on my guitar.
Well, I
head
gotta
back.
hear you guys at least hum it. That's what the inscription says.
Mr. Bard, we'll leave that in your capable throat.
Tim the Toolman Taylor is apparently on this podcast. And David, as you strum and hum the tune of Jingle Bells, the door flies open. I had allotted like 7 minutes for this stupid portion of the episode.
Oh my god.
And so the door swings open, and as it does, the ice around you melts down, door disappears, and poof, you find yourself once again right where you were, but with no ice walls around you. It's still cold and snowing outside, and you see a pile of shattered wood about 30 feet in front of you where Alex sniped a guitar. Let's say about 60 feet past that is where the hill starts to lead up to the manor, where I don't actually think I named the armor, and I don't have a name ready, so let's just call him the armorer for now. He told you the manor seems to be where the magic is emanating from.
Can we go back to the apothecary? Like, does that has that warmed up yet?
Well, I mean, the whole town is still cold and covered in ice.
Okay, we'll make our way back there eventually.
Yes.
Good to get that magic box.
Yeah. For now,
Story of my life.
For now, boys, I suppose we must press on.
All right, so let's establish a marching order, like who's ahead, who's in the middle, who's behind.
I think I'll lead this
I'm
time.
going to take up the rear.
All right, so Darren in the back. Alex, you said in the front?
I gotta be in the front if I'm gonna shoot anything in the face.
And then David in the middle. Okay, Alex, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Next to Butts, let's do
saving
this.
throw. Dexterity is this one. Oh no. 12.
And so a 12 for Alex on his dexterity saving throw. And so David and Darren, as you're walking about 5 feet and 10 feet respectively behind Alex, you see out of the corner of your eye, does that look like a trumpet? Comes flying out of the air and smacks Alex in the
I
face.
take out my gun.
And Alex, I want you, hold on. I take out my gun. And then Alex, you are going to take not too bad, 2 points of damage as you get smacked in the face by this trumpet. And then where the trumpet emerged from as well emerges a cello and a pair of silver bells. Everybody roll me some initiative.
All right. Fuck.
Yeah, 22.
7.
And so, well, David, you will go first, and we'll say you're still in the same marching order at the moment, so all three of you are kind of in a line. Alex is in the front, just got smacked in the face by a trumpet, so the trumpet's right next to Alex. We'll say the cello is to the right of Alex, and the silver bells are to the left of Alex, about 15 feet in front of Alex, whereas the trumpet is right in front of him. So, David, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a little taste of my own music and a little lightning strike on. Let's go with the cello.
No.
Cello, all right,
Hit the
perfect.
silver bells. Silver conducts metal.
Hey. All right.
Yeah, all right.
Convince me.
Alex, shut up.
All right, take a shot at the silver bells. So it is, roll me a performance check, please.
La 26.
Ooh, 19 plus 7, so roll me some damage, please.
That's gonna be a healthy 13.
Nice.
La, lick my nuts.
And so David takes out his loot of Lightning Strike. David, what do you play to activate this one?
Let's say we're gonna do Little Drummer Boy, but on guitar.
Nice. I like it. So you strum some Little Drummer Boy, some heavy chugs, and the lightning shoots out and impacts the silver bells. And as Alex so astutely said, silver is conductive, and they explode into tiny little shards, and little shards of silver just float to the ground with the snow. Nice.
Our little strummer boy.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I'm crushing the puns now. Get ready.
Yeah. And so, David, is there any bonus action or movement you would like to do?
I'm gonna do a little combat roll to the right of our group.
To the right. Okay, so you're kind of going to be in line looking at the cello. Perfect. And so now it is the cello's turn, and David, having seen you eviscerate its musical companion, the cello just kind of like strolls over, jumping over, like, you know, it's a cello, it doesn't have legs, but it's going to stroll over, and it takes out its, I don't know, what do you even call that, the thing you use to strum a cello? It's like a giant, like, fiddle or violin thing. And it's going to take that out, and it is going to take a swipe at you to try and hit you with this thing, and it is going to roll a 16.
That does
boy.
it.
And so it is going to do top damage, 6 + 2, 8 damage to David. So David, where does this bow, I guess, strike you?
Say he's
That's what it's called,
8 damage. That's a heavy hit, so I'm going to say he cracks me right across the cheek.
Perfect. And so he smacks you across the cheek, and, well, cellos can't laugh, but if they did, it looks like it's laughing at you.
Okay, well, I'm not happy about that, so I'm going to use my reaction to do a hellish rebuke.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah, all right.
Is it a DC saving throw?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw.
Of?
13.
13, okay. He's got 0 to dex, so he needs to roll a 13. He rolls an 11.
Got him.
Nice.
Got him.
So roll me some damage.
It's going to be 23 damage.
Jesus Christ, man. And, okay, so how does this cello die?
It just literally bursts into flames and just like turns into smoke and just puffs in the air. Just nothing left of it.
Pick it up and smash it.
While it's on fire.
Yeah. Oh, while it's on fire. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so while engulfed in fire, because David is a tiefling and resistant to fire, he just picks it up, smashes it on the ground, and it just burns to nothing in front of you. And the trumpet that was in front of Alex is looking scared, if a trumpet could look scared. And it is now the trumpet's turn, and so, Alex, it is going to blast you in the face with a really loud blast from the horn, and it is going to hit 21 to hit.
Oof, I'm getting hit.
And so it is, oh my god, another 6. All right, rolls are finally going David's way. And so, Alex, you take 8 points of damage from this loud blast of energy from this trumpet. And it is now your turn, Alex.
Okay. Can I start with my second wind as my bonus action? Because I want to get that healing done immediately.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Action. Once per short rest, you can use a bonus action to regain 1d10 plus 5 HP. So I'm going to go ahead and...
Perfect. So roll me a d10.
1d10 coming up. And that just rolled a 3. So I get a 3 plus 5, so I get 8 points back, I guess. 7, 8, 9, 21. Okay, so back up to 21 for health. That helps. So I got the trumpet in front of me. Trumpet just took a blast. So I'm going to look at the trumpet and I'm going to go, ooh, nice shot, my boy, but it's my turn. And I take out my gun. And I am going to take the musket and point it right at the trumpet, and I'm going to shoot it right down the barrel.
Perfect. Roll me an attack roll at disadvantage, because it's a melee range, but you're taking a ranged attack. So roll me an attack at disadvantage.
Oh, no. Okay.
I just rolled a 12 and a 26. So disadvantage is I just rolled a 12.
Unfortunately, Alex, that 12 was a crit fail.
Yeah. Okay.
Hang on, you crit fail and still get 12?
Yeah, it's got a plus 11 to hit.
What the fuck?
Doinks!
But unfortunately for Alex, he rolled a crit fail, so you tried to stick your barrel down the barrel of this trumpet, the pressure builds up, and the barrel of your gun kind of splits Looney Tunes style, and you're gonna have to take some time to repair it at some point, but you no longer have
The OP
your
gun. No, you took it away from me.
I know, it's so much fun.
I got you, man. Don't worry. I pat you on the back. Just wait till my turn.
And so we are now off to Darren. Unless, Alex, you have a bonus. No, you already used your bonus action, so if you want to move, you can, but that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
I'm just going to, I'm going to stare at my musket and go like, oh my god, what have you done to my boy?
Perfect. And now, Darren, it is your turn. So you got just the trumpet left.
I'm gonna do like a cloak twirl out from the wall that I was standing beside and do like this 360 spin down onto one knee and go, anybody got a light? And I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at the trumpet.
All right. Roll me an attack roll.
I'm gonna use... Did that hit? 13?
What would you want to use? I'm not going to tell you if it hit if you want to use something else.
If it doesn't hit, I'm going to use David's Bardic Inspiration.
You got to do it before you know the outcome, though.
Yeah, you have to decide whether... Yeah.
You're probably going to expire soon anyway, so I would use it.
Yeah, I'm going to add it to my damage.
Okay. And so... Lucky for you, it does hit.
Woo!
So roll me some damage as you do this cool Neo from the Matrix-inspired fireball shot from your finger.
Absolutely. So it's going to be 8 damage.
Plus a D6.
Plus the D6. Another 6 damage. So whatever the math is on that, 14 damage.
And so you take the shot, and this trumpet takes the fireball basically straight down the barrel of the trumpet. You see it shaking and heating up and become molten red hot, and then explodes into shards of brass everywhere, and we are now out of initiative.
I pull my fingers up to my lips and I blow the smoke out after I ace it.
And then say,
"Oh God,
I got it.
That's. Oh no,
okay,
I got it. Hasn't anybody told you smoking's bad for you?
Oh my god!
Blow the smoke off my finger.
Love it. Okay. You know what? Well, no, Darren already has an inspiration die, so I would have given you one there, but just for your amazing puns.
Yeah.
I combat roll over to Sir Alex, and I touch his sad little musket right now and use mending on it.
Ooh, I like that. Wow, read to me what mending says.
This spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a cloak, a leaking wineskin, blah, 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 blah. As long as it's no longer than 1 foot in dimension, I can mend it, leaving no trace of the former damage.
You know what? Because it had mentioned like a chain link, which is metal, I will say this is going to work, and you're able to repair Alex's broken metal musket barrel.
Yeah,
man, very good.
I chose that as my cantrip when we leveled up for this session. I was like, it might come in handy.
There boy, it is.
It did.
You've made
very
me whole
smart.
Again. Don't worry, I'll figure out a way to get that gun out of your hands.
I'll find out a way to fucking rip this out of you.
Well,
the next time it breaks, it's 2 feet long.
Yeah. Now there are shards of broken instruments in front of you, and you guys feel that the town is much, much warmer, and almost as if by magic, all the snow around the town, all the ice starts to melt, it starts dripping. People start kind of emerging from their homes, looking out to see what's going on. However, the manor itself is still completely covered in snow and ice, and the property seems to be much colder than the surrounding town.
Alex, I think you know what you need to do. Yeah, exactly right.
Yes, I take out my gun.
Okay.
And, boys, I think it's time for us to hit up the apothecary for a quick spell.
Run. quick peek into the bag. How's Alex's armor looking?
Ooh. I pull out the bag and I pull out this armor. And question?
Alex, you can now add medium adamantine armor chain shirt to your inventory.
Woohoo!
I give it a little kiss before I hand it over.
Oh, fantastic. All right, it's adamantine. Which one am I adding in?
Medium armor.
Medium armor. So the chain shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. Add to equipment.
Put it on the gun.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, protect the
Wrap
gun
your
at all costs.
in armor. It won't break again.
All right, where's my armor inventory? Here we go. Oh, that's so nice. The suit of armor is reinforced with adamantine, one of the hardest substances in existence. My armor class is 13. No, my armor class is 15 now,
15.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Awesome.
And so, like I said, this manor still seems to be emanating some evil, cold magic, as it's still the one place in town that is surrounded by ice and snow.
I still want to get back to the apothecary.
We know what we have to do.
I still want to get back to the apothecary very quickly.
Speak ahead and see if it's rough.
Yes.
You want to pop into the apothecary?
Please.
And do what?
I'm going to find the magic box that was once encased in ice and see if it's thawed out yet.
It appears to be, yes.
All right. I am going to take 10 gold out of my backpack, and I'm going to say limes.
Okay, and poof, a basket of
Silence
limes.
is deafening.
A basket of 20 limes pops into existence.
Fantastic. I'm going to take the limes and put them in my backpack, and now we're up to 21 limes, boys.
Hey!
All right.
Everything
perfect.
we need to quell the magic in this manor.
Yes.
And now what would you like to do?
I really don't care. I have my limes. I'm good.
I got my gun, I got my gun.
Yeah. I am as happy as a clam. I think it's time to go to the
I say in the original marching order, we head up to the manor.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you walk up the manor, and like I said, as you open the front gate, you feel the crunch of snow under your shoes and boots. And you walk up to the front door of the manor, and as you do, it swings open as if to welcome you inside.
I would like to do a perception check in the doorway before we go in. Maybe check for traps.
Perfect. Roll me a perception check.
Love to. That is a 10.
No, it seems fine. It just looks like a regular manor inside, except there's a lot of ice and frost covering the walls, and it leads into what looks like a very large foyer.
Well, I think we should just start going in and blasting.
Yeah, I mean, really, just fucking
What else are we going to do?
demolish this house, really.
Perfect. So as you walk in, the door slams shut behind you, and you hear an oddly familiar voice.
Oh,
and
no.
It says, "Well, I was expecting you people to show up at some point. You embarrassed me so much earlier at the rock show, I had to do something to the stupid little town."
Oh my god, is it David's nemesis?
And you see upon the balcony overlooking the foyer, RIZZ BONARU, and he is looking angry. He's looking like he wants revenge. He says, "Ever since you beat me in that rock off, everybody in this town has been treating me like garbage. I don't have any respect anymore, and even that stupid Captain Caesar wouldn't pay me the money he owed me, and then you scared me away. I needed to do something."
So you've decided that the something was going to be freezing a town and taking on a bunch of hijacked musical instruments to do your bidding?
Not metal instruments either, I might add.
Not even metal instruments.
And everybody
Pathetic.
roll me some initiative.
Yeah.
Could before we start this, could I try to do my tried and true intimidate him with some sweet guitar licks again?
Sure. Roll me an intimidation.
This is going to go well.
Just leaves. Get, please.
I pull out my fucking sweet +2 guitar pick as well.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be a 19 in total with the pick.
And he looks at you and he says, "Not this time." And so
been great.
he is up on the banister above the foyer. The foyer is a very classic, like old-style foyer for a manor. It's got a pair of staircases that are kind of like arched around, flanking up on either side of where he is up above, and he's basically standing in the middle, about 20 feet above you, looking down. And so Alex rolled a 4 on initiative, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Darren rolled a 6, and then David, roll me some initiative.
That'll be a 23.
Oh, damn. Well, then that is kind of appropriate that David gets to go first.
Kill him
I
in one
crack
shot.
my
Just
knuckles.
continue this.
I swing out my loot, but I do a couple of spins with it around my shoulders before I catch it.
Of course.
And then I'm going to do a sweet loot of lightning strike.
Perfect. Roll me a performance roll.
And I'm also going to use my +2 pick with it as well.
Perfect.
That'll be a 21 in total.
So 21 is going to hit, so roll me some damage.
And that'll be 16 damage.
Ooh,
Nice hit.
that is a decent amount of damage. And he looks at you and he says, "Why are you always picking on me?"
I love that you are the catharsis of this guy's villain arc. He was just a normal dude before.
And so now it is his turn, and David, he grows some huge ice claws out of his fingers, and he's going to jump down from the banister right in front of you, and he is going to take an attack roll with these claws of his, and he rolls an 18 to hit.
Looks like somebody grew some balls, too.
Okay. Are you taunting him?
Yes.
All right. Well, he didn't like that, so he's going to roll some damage here. Hold on. And he rolls 16 damage, so he slashes you with these huge ice claws of his right across the chest and says, "Maybe you'll think twice next time."
Ooh, that was a hit, and I'm down.
Oh, no.
And David hits the ground.
Okay,
as
but on my
Riz-
way down as I'm falling back, I snap my fingers and do a hellish rebuke on my way down.
Perfect. Roll me an attack roll.
It's just a dex saving throw from what's his nuts.
A dex of 13, right?
13, yeah.
Well, he's got a +1, so I got to roll a 12 or better, and he rolls a 5. So roll me some damage.
That'll be 15 damage.
Yeah,
15, and what kind of damage? Is it fire damage?
It is, fire damage.
All right, well, then he's going to take some extra damage.
Yes.
And so he slashes you as you're falling to the ground. You just kind of point your finger at him, and a column of fire bursts out from underneath him. But he is still standing, and now, Darren, it is your turn.
I'm going to try hitting him with Ray of Enfeeblement.
Ooh, what does that do?
Basically, a black beam of energy springs from my finger towards the creature. So I make a spell ranged attack on him. On a hit, the target will only deal half damage with his weapon attacks. And at the end of each turn, he has to make a Con 14 saving throw, or the spell won't end.
Oh, okay, cool. So what do I need to roll, or are you rolling here?
No, I just need to see if I hit him first, and I fucking don't. An 8? Are you kidding, dice?
And
Use the inspiration.
So how do you miss him? Yeah, you do have an inspiration die.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Use that inspo. Thank you for whoever reminded me. Try again. Pretty much the same roll. 9. Fuck.
All right, so how do you miss him with this?
So we'll say that I was, charging it up as, all of the commotion was going down, and then David dropping and letting out that fire blast kind of, made me go, lose my aim a little bit, and I shoot it, up, and it, hits a stone column, over his left shoulder, and just kind of, cracks a little rock off of it.
Perfect. Now, is there anything else you can do? Bonus action or movement?
I'm going to move. Is there anything within 30 feet that I could take some cover behind?
Not really. I mean, it's a fairly empty foyer. There's just the staircases, basically. But I will say, my headcanon was David was kind of in the middle of everything as the main villain towards this villain. And so, let's say, Darren, you were on the right of David. Alex, you were on the left, and he was standing right in front of David. So, I will say you're able to move without provoking an attack of opportunity, though.
Okay, I'm just going to move all my movement speed away from him, so like the other side of the room. Keep some distance.
Perfect. So you use your full movement speed to move away from him, and now it is Alex's turn.
I take out my gun.
Yeah.
And roll me an attack roll.
I'm full of... Oh my god. Oh
Alex
my
just
god.
crit. Okay, Alex, roll me some damage because it should take into a fat count the you just rolled a crit.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh boy.
23 damage from Alex on that crit. And so how do you shoot him, Alex?
So
And our crits double damage?
Yeah, you get an extra damage die, yeah.
So, I take out my gun, and
So I will say this, Alex rolled 2d12 plus 6. He rolled an 8 and a 9 plus 6. So,
Baby, I love it.
I'm
right, sorry, go on, Alex.
I'm gonna point my gun at RIZZ, and I'm gonna what am I gonna? I'm gonna say,
Might as well be the Nutcracker because this is sweet.
and I pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Pow, and it shoots him right in the chest. And it is now back to David. David, you need to roll me a death saving throw.
Okay, I strum my guitar a little bit to see if it picks me up. That's a crit fail, so that's 2 failures right there in one roll. That sucks.
Oh, so David is 1 failure away from death.
Somebody help me up.
This is not a Merry Christmas at all.
I
However,
can use the Tylenol.
after taking that shot from Alex, BONARU realizes that he might be in over his head here. And he throws a smoke bomb on the ground and disappears in front of you.
no.
He flees in cowardice again.
No.
Told you he was a pussy.
Oh, man.
And
We're going to... Him and Krim.
And as he does that, the cold within this manor fades away. All the frost melts off and disappears. You look outside. The manor property's beautiful garden has come back. No more snow anywhere in the town. And as that happens, all 3 of your cell phones ping with home location unlocked.
Ooh. I'm going to not even notice that ding because I'm rushing to David's aid to stabilize him.
I'm also,
well, yeah, I will say you're out of combat, so you know what? Just make me a medicine check, Darren.
Medicine just kills him. Fucking critical success.
A nat 20. So, David, you are back up to, well, with the crit, let's say you're back up to 5 health. Because stabilizing usually gives you 1 health, but Darren crit on his medicine check, so you're back up to 5 health. And yes, you gentlemen have unlocked a clubhouse.
Ooh, is the manor our clubhouse?
The manor is your clubhouse, and you, as Darren, you're tending to David's wounds. You guys hear a raucous crowd from outside just clapping and cheering, and they start to gather around the manor in celebration of what you have just done, dispatching the dastardly BONARU and saving Christmas.
I pull out Alex's gun.
Oh,
They're wasting townspeople. No, I'm kidding.
that's the spirit, boy.
The true holiday spirit.
Yes.
And so, ladies, gentlemen, listeners of all orientation, we wish you a very Merry Christmas from all of us here at Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons. Happy Hanukkah, happy Ramadan, whatever you may be celebrating. Enjoy the holiday season.
Nice.
Just remember,
Not so nice that I got my ass
if
kicked.
you ever run into any issues this Christmas, you can just shoot them. That worked really well for me.
Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons is David Beaton, the Tiefling Bard,
Alex Kerrigan, the half-elf fighter, myself, Darren Warts, the Aasimar wizard, and our dungeon master, David Ashbaugh. We're an independent podcast that relies on you, the listener, to spread the word. If you enjoyed listening, please give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Threads, and TikTok at Dungeons Dudes Dragons, or contact the show directly by emailing us at dungeonsdudesdragons@gmail.com. But more importantly, tell your friends, your coworkers, even your pets to give us a listen. If you'd like to be featured as an NPC, or if you have homebrew items that you'd like to see featured in the show, tag us at Dungeons Dudes Dragons on social media. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time on Dungeons, Dudes, and Dragons.